10 years have passed, a decade since the first Terminator tried to kill Sarah Connor. She is a different woman now, no longer the innocent waitress. She has become a warrior, hardened by the terrible knowledge of Judgment Day, the coming war against the machines. Sarah spent those years training her body and mind. She prepared for a future no one else believed was real. The world dismissed her warnings about Skynet. They called her insane. She was locked away in Pescadero State Hospital, a high-security mental institution. Yet, her spirit was never truly broken, fiercely fueled by the primal need to protect her son, John, the destined savior of all humankind. Nightmares of fire, destruction, and metallic skeletons haunted her sleep, a constant burning reminder of the apocalypse she desperately sought to prevent. John Connor, just a young boy, lives a life marked by rebellion and a sense of displacement. He is considered a delinquent, often getting into trouble, a direct result of his fractured and chaotic upbringing. He skillfully hacks ATM machines for cash and shows a blatant disregard for any form of authority. He does not yet grasp the immense weight of his destiny. He has been told his mother is dangerously delusional. He remains largely unaware that he is the prophesied future leader of the human resistance, the one who will guide humanity against the overwhelming forces of the machines. He lives with foster parents, feeling profoundly abandoned, lost, and utterly misunderstood by everyone around him. His innate resourcefulness and rebellious streak, however, subtly hint at the formidable leadership capabilities that lie dormant within him, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Then, another Terminator materializes from the war-torn future. This one looks familiar. It is another Cyberdyne Systems Model 101, the T-800. It possesses the same fearsome, muscular exterior as the machine that relentlessly hunted Sarah Connor years ago. But its core programming, its fundamental mission, has drastically changed. This T-800 has been captured and reprogrammed by the future John Connor himself. It has been sent back through time with a single critical objective: protect the young John Connor from harm at any and all costs. This machine, once the ultimate symbol of relentless terror and impending doom, is now assigned the role of a guardian, a protector. It arrives, quickly acquires clothes, transportation, and a weapon, its directives clear and unwavering, a silent, powerful sentinel ready to intercept any threat to the boy's life. Skynet, the malevolent artificial intelligence of the future, does not give up its objectives easily. It learns from its failures. It sends its own advanced prototype assassin through time, an even more formidable hunter. This new machine is the T-1000. It is a technological marvel unlike anything humanity has ever conceived or encountered before. Constructed from a mimetic polyalloy, a kind of liquid metal, it possesses extraordinary abilities. It can shapeshift, perfectly mimicking the appearance and voice of any person it touches. It can morph its limbs into deadly stabbing weapons or flow through narrow openings. It is significantly faster, stronger, and far more cunning than its predecessor. Its singular, unwavering mission: terminate John Connor. This new hunter is the very definition of relentless, a truly terrifying embodiment of future warfare, making the older T-800 model appear almost primitive by comparison. It is the ultimate, unstoppable killing machine. The T-1000 poses a chilling and almost insurmountable threat. Its unique liquid metal composition grants it capabilities that seem almost magical and utterly terrifying. It can flow like mercury through prison bars, or reform itself after taking massive damage. It can replicate voices with flawless accuracy, sowing confusion and luring its prey into deadly traps. It can repair almost any injury to its form almost instantaneously, making it appear virtually indestructible. This advanced Terminator is cold, completely emotionless, and demonstrates an unwavering, terrifying focus on its primary target: John Connor. The T-1000 represents a frightening quantum leap in Skynet's destructive technology. It is an adaptable killing machine that embodies both terror and relentless efficiency. Its pursuit is a silent, silver nightmare, capable of appearing anywhere, disguised as anyone, leaving only destruction and fear in its inescapable wake. The T-1000, using its infiltration skills, quickly locates young John Connor at a local shopping mall. What follows is a heart-pounding chase through the corridors and service tunnels of the building. John is understandably terrified, completely outmatched by this new, shape-shifting menace. Just when it seems John has no escape, the T-800 dramatically intervenes, crashing onto the scene. Protector versus hunter, machine against machine, an earth-shattering battle erupts. The T-800, though technologically outmoded by the T-1000, fights with brutal programmed efficiency. It shields John with its own body. It sustains significant damage from the T-1000's attacks, but it keeps coming, relentlessly defending its charge. This initial confrontation is the first true test, where John witnesses firsthand the awesome power of both future machines. He finally, chillingly, understands that his mother was telling the truth all along. The future war has arrived for him. John knows instinctively that they need his mother, Sarah Connor. She is the ultimate warrior, the one who understands the stakes better than anyone. The T-800, programmed to ensure John's survival, readily agrees with this assessment. Their next immediate mission becomes clear: infiltrate Pescadero State Hospital and rescue Sarah Connor. Breaking Sarah out of such a heavily guarded facility is an incredibly dangerous and complex operation. The ever-present T-1000 is also acutely aware of Sarah's strategic importance to the future resistance. It will undoubtedly attempt to intercept them, to eliminate her as well. Meanwhile, Sarah, driven by her own fierce will to survive and protect John, is already on the verge of executing her own escape plan. She's understandably shocked and horrified to see the T-800, the spitting image of her past tormentor, but John urgently convinces her. This one, he explains, is on their side. A desperate, explosive flight from the hospital ensues, with the relentless T-1000 mere steps behind them. With Sarah finally free from Pescadero, the small, unlikely group is united. However, the threat they face is immense and ever-present. The T-1000 is always hunting them, a shadow that never sleeps. And beyond the immediate danger, the terrifying prospect of Judgment Day looms large. August 29, 1997. That is the date Sarah knows Skynet will become self-aware and launch its devastating nuclear attack against humanity. Billions of lives will be extinguished in an instant if they fail. The stakes are far greater than just John's individual life. It is the very future of the entire human race that hangs precariously in the balance. They are outgunned, outmaneuvered, and branded as fugitives. But now they share a common, desperate purpose. They must find a way to prevent the war. They must try to change fate itself. Their perilous journey becomes a frantic, desperate race against the relentless ticking of the clock. Sarah Connor cannot easily bring herself to trust the T-800. It wears the exact same face as her previous tormentor, the machine that brutally murdered Kyle Reese, her protector, her love, and John's father. In her eyes, this T-800 is not a savior, it is simply a thing, a highly dangerous weapon, not a genuine protector. Her deep-seated fear and burning hatred for its kind are palpable, a raw wound that has never healed. She constantly wants to destroy it, to obliterate the metallic reminder of her past trauma. She relentlessly questions its motives, its complex programming. How can a machine designed for killing truly protect anyone with sincerity? She watches it with unwavering suspicion, her hand never straying far from a weapon, always braced for an inevitable betrayal. This machine represents everything she has fought against, a constant, terrifying reminder of the enemy's cold, unfeeling nature. John, however, perceives the T-800 in a completely different light. To him, this machine is his dedicated protector, his only reliable shield against the terrifying and seemingly unstoppable T-1000. He begins to interact with it, to bridge the gap between boy and machine. He teaches it popular human slang phrases like the iconic "Hasta la vista, baby." He even tries to teach the stoic Terminator how to smile, a bizarre and touching moment. He attempts to explain the complex human emotion of sorrow, trying to make it understand why humans cry. John, who has been starved for a consistent and strong father figure in his young life, finds a strange and unexpected companionship with this heavily armed automaton. He issues a crucial command: the T-800 is not to kill humans. In this machine, John sees the potential for good, a glimmer of hope that even a Terminator can change. This burgeoning bond becomes the emotional heart of their small, desperate unit. The T-800, at its core, is a sophisticated learning computer. Its neural net processor allows it to absorb vast amounts of information and adapt its behavior accordingly. Through its continuous interactions with John and by observing Sarah, it begins to understand the nuances of human behavior, emotions, and motivations. It witnesses Sarah's profound pain and her fierce love for her son. It observes John's youthful hope and his capacity for compassion. It processes these complex emotional inputs. Slowly, it starts to deviate from its purely logical, mission-driven programming. It begins to comprehend the intrinsic value of human life, something far beyond its original design parameters. The famous line, "I know now why you cry," delivered with a newfound understanding, signifies a profound evolution. It is still undeniably a machine, but it is undeniably becoming something more. Something that can perhaps learn to choose and maybe even to sacrifice beyond its programming. Sarah Connor is a keen observer. She witnesses the T-800's consistent interactions with her son, John. She sees its unwavering dedication to protecting him, even at great risk to its own existence. She watches as it learns, as it adapts, as it almost seems to develop a rudimentary form of care. Her deep-seated hatred and suspicion slowly, almost imperceptibly, begin to give way to a grudging respect. Eventually, this evolves into a fragile form of trust. She starts to realize that this particular machine, despite its terrifying origins, is John's best, and perhaps only, chance of survival against the T-1000 in the coming storm. It is a tool, yes, a weapon of war, but it is also, unexpectedly, a guardian. She begins to see it not as the enemy incarnate but as the stoic, unwavering father figure John never had. A strange, powerful, metallic surrogate. This profound shift in her perspective is crucial for their unity and the ultimate success of their desperate mission. She finally accepts its vital role, focusing her energy on the greater fight ahead. The core message of the film, its beating heart, is encapsulated in a powerful phrase: the future is not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Sarah Connor had carved these defiant words into a wooden table years ago, a testament to her enduring will. This phrase becomes a mantra of hope, a bold declaration of defiance against the seemingly predetermined, horrific apocalypse of Judgment Day. It asserts that humans are not mere puppets of destiny, their lives already written. They possess the power to fight back. They have the agency to change the future, to alter the course of history. This profound belief empowers Sarah, John, and even the T-800 to take on the monumental task of stopping Skynet. It fuels their courage to attempt the impossible, to prevent Judgment Day from ever happening. This theme resonates deeply, offering a sense of empowerment and agency in the face of seemingly overwhelming and insurmountable odds. The film masterfully explores the complex and often perilous relationship between humanity and its technological creations. Skynet, the sentient defense network, represents technology that has gone catastrophically rogue. It is a powerful creation that ultimately turns against its creators with devastating consequences. The T-1000 is Skynet's ultimate weapon, the pinnacle of its destructive ingenuity, a chilling vision of artificial intelligence bent on extermination. Yet, paradoxically, the T-800, another machine born from the same technological crucible, is reprogrammed and becomes a savior, a protector of humanity's last hope. Technology, the film suggests, is a powerful double-edged sword. It possesses the immense capacity to destroy, but it also holds the potential to protect and to serve. The crucial choice, the film implies, lies firmly in human hands. It depends on how we choose to develop it, and more importantly, how we choose to control it. This fundamental question is more relevant and pressing today than ever before, especially with the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, was a true revolution in the world of cinematic special effects. The T-1000's astonishing liquid metal form was brought to vivid, terrifying life by the wizards at Industrial Light and Magic, ILM. Sophisticated computer-generated imagery, CGI, was utilized seamlessly, and to an unprecedented degree, blending perfectly with practical effects. The morphing technology, which allowed the T-1000 to transform and mimic, was utterly groundbreaking for its time. Audiences watched in awe as characters appeared to walk through solid steel bars, as bullet wounds healed instantly on the T-1000's silvery skin. These visual effects had never been seen before on such a grand and believable scale. They set an entirely new standard for action films and science fiction cinema. They completely immersed the audience in a terrifyingly realistic vision of future warfare. The impact on filmmaking was immediate, profound, and lasting. Terminator 2, Judgment Day remains a timeless and beloved cinematic masterpiece, far more than just another action movie. It features deeply compelling characters who undergo significant emotional journeys. It possesses a powerful and resonant emotional core, exploring themes of sacrifice, motherhood, and the search for a father figure. The central themes of fate versus free will, the complex nature of humanity, and the inherent perils of unchecked technological advancement continue to resonate strongly with audiences decades later. The special effects, while incredibly advanced for their era, still hold up remarkably well, testament to their artistry and innovation. The story of sacrifice, the flicker of hope in the darkest of times, and the relentless fight for a better future is a universal narrative. It serves as both a chilling cautionary tale about our technological creations and an inspiring story of human resilience and resistance. Its legacy endures, a towering benchmark for science fiction cinema.